the push towards Fort Worth, Texas, and the Battleground Premium Live event continues here tonight as the Blue Brand Friday Night SmackDown comes to you live from Charlottesville, Virginia in the John Paul Jones Arena, home of the University of Virginia Cavaliers, and Friday Night SmackDown takes center stage here right near the campus. And tonight, the wrestlers of the Blue Brand are looking to grab any sort of momentum they can heading into Battleground. And we will see exactly who stamps their name here on the Blue Brand and who is going to be able to make a statement here tonight. As you can see, we have a sold-out John Paul Jones Arena. Charlottesville, Virginia is hyped for tonight, and they have themselves a phenomenal show on deck here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. As we take a look at what we will see tonight here on the Blue Brand, first things first, of course, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. These two know each other very, very well, and this matchup was set up last week after Trick laid out the challenge. The United States champion Carmelo Hayes in non-title action against the anointed one, Trick Williams. Also, coming up here tonight on SmackDown, after Giulia got herself involved in Judgment Day business, saving the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Championship, Lyra Valkyria, she must now reap the consequences as Giulia goes one-on-one with the prodigy, Roxanne Perez, later tonight. Also, going down tonight, Kalani Jordan has been on a roll ever since she joined the Blue Brand, and now she has one of her toughest tasks yet, going up against the juggernaut Jordynne Grace. It is Kalani Jordan. It is Jordynne Grace one-on-one here tonight. This could have very big Saturday night's main event implications. And then also going down here tonight, Nathan Frazier pulled a fast one on Tommaso Ciampa last week, picking up an easy win over one half of the tag team champions. Now we will see the other half of the tag team champions tonight, Johnny Gargano, go one-on-one with the other half of Fraxium and Axiom. All that and more here tonight on SmackDown. But to kick us off here tonight for the second straight week in a row, the American Nightmare is in the building, but this time he's got the wrists taped up, he's got the knee pads on, the boots are zipped up, and he is ready for singles action to kick things off here in Charlottesville. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, has been involved in a little bit of a three-way rivalry with Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor, and we'll touch on that in just a tad bit. Let's keep it real. There is no secret. It is no secret that Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre all have huge issues with each other. Of course, Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre going one-on-one last week. Finn Balor was the victor, but clearly things are not over. We all know Cody Rhodes believes that if he's going to get back to the WWE Championship, that he has to deal with Balor and McIntyre for good, and he'll get that chance at Battleground, as this matchup was announced and made official just a couple of days ago. Clearly, this whole thing has reached its boiling point, so we will see Rhodes, Balor, and McIntyre face each other in a triple threat match in Fort Worth. And we will possibly finally see who is the better man out of the three. There's a lot of history between those three. We will lay it out as this matchup goes on. But Cody Rhodes cannot be focused on Battleground already. He has to focus on the task at hand here tonight. And the task at hand here tonight is a very, very dangerous and a very, very angry Bulgarian brute.
And his opponent from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds,
Rusev is ready to handle some business here tonight against the American Nightmare in our opening contest here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. This is the first time we are seeing Rusev here in about a month, and he has been angry. He has been chomping at the bit to finally get his hands on somebody in the middle of the squared circle, and tonight he gets that opportunity against a former world champion in Cody Rhodes. Of course, we know how dangerous Rusev can be. He has a victory over John Cena. Of course, that was earlier on in his career, but now he is much wiser, he is much stronger, and he is physically a lot better than he was in his early years. So we're going to see exactly what goes down here tonight in our opening contest. Rusev and Cody Rhodes one-on-one as the American Nightmare tries to get the crowd on their feet to start this contest. Now here we go. The matchup is underway as we get a collar and elbow tie-up here by Rhodes and Rusev. And you can see out of the gate the power shown by Rusev. Has a considerable power advantage over Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, though, is not going to allow Rusev to have the opening hand so far. As you can see, Cody now raining down the strikes, but Rusev able to battle out of that. Of course, we talked about it earlier, the history between Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Finn Balor. This whole ordeal really started on the season premiere of SmackDown all the way about a month ago, where Cody Rhodes would come out here, try to stake claim to the Undisputed WWE Championship. He would then be interrupted by the Prince, and Finn Balor did not like the way Cody Rhodes was trying to stake claim to the gold. It would lead to a brawl, which would then lead to the main event later that night being Cody Rhodes, the now undisputed WWE champion, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn taking on the Judgment Day. And that is where we would see Drew McIntyre force his hand, show his face, and cost Cody Rhodes the matchup. And ever since, those three have been going at it. Of course, like we said last week, Finn Balor picking up a one-on-one victory over Drew McIntyre, with obviously some unusual circumstances, the music of Dominic Mysterio distracting Drew McIntyre, allowing Finn Balor to capitalize. But clearly, WWE officials believe that things are not over between those three men, and they said, why not just put them all in the same ring at the same time at Battleground, and let's see who comes out on top. And that is exactly what is going to go down in Fort Worth, Texas. But tonight, Cody Rhodes has got to get through the Bulgarian brute, as right now Rusev is all over the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes is in deep trouble here. Now Cody sent into the corner by Rusev, and you can see Rusev right now dissecting the American Nightmare. And you got to think wherever Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre are, they are loving whatever Rusev is doing in the middle of the squared circle. Charlottesville trying to get Cody Rhodes back into this matchup, trying to will on the American Nightmare in our opening contest. Now Rusev has got Cody up in a powerbomb position, and he brings him down. And now he's going to fall into the cover with the lateral press here on Cody, but it's not enough, not just yet. Now Rusev, what is the game plan? Big headbutt, and I believe that might have just busted open the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes, though, he sees his own blood, and now he is possibly starting to feel that he needs to get himself back into this match. But Rusev, right now, is just too powerful. He has too much control over this contest, and Cody Rhodes is looking all out of sorts. And now Rusev has a hold of Cody, and down onto the floor. Oh my goodness, the American Nightmare right now is getting bullied by the Bulgarian Brute. And now Rusev has a hold of Cody Rhodes, looking for that deadlift power bomb, and he's got it. Deadlift power bomb by Rusev, and right now Cody Rhodes is in huge trouble. Rusev gonna roll him over into the cover here. And yet Cody Rhodes still has life. Rusev trying to get a hold of Cody. Cody, though, able to battle out of that one. Here comes the American Nightmare. Can he find his way back into the contest? Raining down the strikes on Rusev. Now sends him to the corner. And big clothesline. Here comes Cody Rhodes as he's starting to fire himself up with the WWE Universe in attendance. Cody now off the ropes with a disaster kick. Disaster kick by the American Nightmare. Rusev doesn't know what hit him. To the top now. Cody Rhodes drop kick down onto Rusev. Hooking the leg with the cover here. Rusev could be in trouble, but we have a kick out nonetheless. Cody Rhodes now off the ropes goes Rusev. Try for the power slam. Now going Rusev with a knee check. A gut check there. It's, oh my God, clubbing blow to the back. And now Rusev, what the hell is he planning here? As Cody Rhodes gets back to his feet. And no, kick to the gut there by Rusev. Another big clothesline. The Bulgarian Brute all over the American Nightmare. Now dropping the elbow. And going for another one. Is he looking for a trifecta? He will get the trifecta. And just like that, all that momentum that Cody Rhodes is possibly looking to build, it is not going anywhere. And now Rusev, oh my God, running gut check there. And right now, Cody Rhodes back in the same position he was just only moments ago. Rusev right back in control, and he might be signaling the end of this thing. Here comes Rusev. What is he planning here? The Alabama slam to Cody Rhodes. Into the cover, hooking the leg of the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes, however, got the shoulder up. Now Rusev, what's he looking to do here? Tries to get a strike. Cody Rhodes does not allow it. Big punch by the American Nightmare. Rusev has got no idea where he is, especially after that clubbing blow to the back. Cody now hits the ropes. Cody with the Cody Cutter. Cody Cutter out of nowhere. Is that going to do it for the American Nightmare? No, it won't. The Cody Cutter is not enough for Rusev to stay down. But just like that, Cody has a little bit of health. He has a little bit of fight left in him, and he has hope. And now the American Nightmare looking for this. Oh my God, an elevated flatliner. To the second rope now goes Cody Rhodes. Sizing up Rusev here on the second rope. Cody up to the top, misses. Well, he got a little bit of the crossbody. Obviously did not get all of it. And you can see right there, Rusev able to get that kick up. And Cody Rhodes is looking to be in deep trouble. There's another clothesline. What do you do if you're Cody Rhodes? And now Cody's up on his feet. Kick to the gut by Rusev. Big punch now. Here comes the Bulgarian Brute. And now wait a minute here. Rusev, oh my God, face first goes Cody, and that's the perfect setup for the accolade. And this is not looking good. Cody Rhodes stuck in the accolade. Will Rusev pick up a huge win here over Cody Rhodes, stouting any momentum Cody's looking to build heading into Battleground? Cody Rhodes is in deep trouble, and the American Nightmare slips out of the grasp of Rusev. And now Cody, what's he looking to do? Oh, wait a minute, he's got the hook crossroads! Crossroads by the American Nightmare! And that signals the end. It was a hard-fought battle here tonight. Rusev gave Cody Rhodes everything he had. But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes gains much-needed momentum heading into the Battleground Premium Live event. It is easier said than done to defeat Cody Rhodes. And if you're Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor and you just saw the will and the effort from the American Nightmare here tonight, you're going to have to do a lot more in this triple threat match. The American Nightmare celebrates victory here tonight, and now his sole focus can finally go on the triple threat match at Battleground. And oh, wait a minute here. Will the aforementioned Finn Balor making his presence known on the stage, talking a little bit of trash to his Battleground opponent? At least one of them, oh my God! A Claymore out of nowhere. And there is the final third of the equation. Drew McIntyre, we all know he has not been in the best of moods after what happened last week. And clearly, he's looking for a little bit of revenge here tonight. As Cody Rhodes, as he sits back and watches what transpires on the stage. McIntyre's got Balor up on his shoulders. What is Drew possibly looking to do? Oh, a set-out powerbomb on the edge of the stage. And he's not finished. I don't think that's what he wanted to do, but he decided to do it because Finn possibly might have been getting back to the swing of things. And oh my God, Drew McIntyre, oh my God! Dumping Finn Balor off the stage, and Balor just folds. Oh my goodness. And now Drew McIntyre is going to go down there himself. Balor trying to fight back here against the Scottish Warrior. A third Claymore kick. Balor's taken out, and these three men still have to meet in Fort Worth for the triple threat match at Battleground. Back live here on SmackDown as we take a look back at last week. The standout, Kalani Jordan, looking for her second victory as a member of the Blue Brand. This time around, going up against a woman who's trying to find her way on SmackDown in Kiana James. And what a matchup it was between these two women trying to find their place here on the Blue Brand. It was big back and forth offense. Kiana James gave Kalani Jordan all she could handle. But at the end of the day, Kalani Jordan would pick up her second win as an official member of Friday Night SmackDown, picking up the victory with the split-legged moonsault. But it's what happened after the match that got people talking. The juggernaut Jordynne Grace hitting the ring, going face-to-face with Kalani Jordan and extending the hands, possibly signifying a challenge between those two. Kalani Jordan would accept the respect, and these two will now go one-on-one in just a few moments. Jordynne Grace makes her way to the ring, and what could possibly be a show stealer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace.
Of course, Jordynne Grace, a former NXT Women's Champion. Hell, her first appearance here in the WWE was in the Royal Rumble when she was still with TNA as the TNA Knockouts World Champion. And now she is still looking to find that same type of success here on Friday Night SmackDown. And tonight could be the start of that newfound success for Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is ready for action against one of SmackDown's fastest rising stars in the Standout. There is a lot of history between these two women, and now we will see them duke it out once again here on SmackDown. Well, we talked about Jordynne Grace being a former TNA Knockouts champion. Kalani Jordan is also a former TNA World Knockouts champion in her own right. In her time in NXT with this new partnership between WWE and TNA, she would walk across enemy lines and take the championship for herself. Of course, Kalani Jordan also the inaugural NXT Women's North American champion. We all know that Kalani Jordan is destined for success. She's had success early on in her career. And as she is the new girl around here on SmackDown, she's already won 2 matchups. Can she keep her momentum going, her undefeated streak going, as she takes on Jordynne Grace here tonight? I gotta say, I've been looking forward to this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since it was announced last week that this would be transpiring here tonight, I have been giddy. I've been looking forward to this contest because I know these two women could possibly tear the house down. This could be an early match of the year candidate here on the Blue Brand, as this matchup gets underway between Jordynne Grace and Kalani Jordan. And out of the gate, Jordynne Grace, oh my goodness. Big German suplex to Kalani, as now there's a shoulder tackle. You can see Jordynne Grace clearly with the power advantage over Kalani Jordan in this one. Kalani's going to have to use her speed and agility in order to take down Jordynne Grace. Right now, both of these women feeling each other out, as Kalani sends Jordan to the other corner, and now, oh my goodness, the body splash in the corner. Now to the second rope goes Kalani Jordan. This match built off of respect from last week, and now we will see these two do whatever it takes to pick up the huge win here tonight. Of course, as we know, 2 weeks after the Battleground Premium Live event, we will see Saturday night's main event transpire in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where we will see the Women's Tag Team Championships, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and the Women's United States Championship crowned. And you got to think, when that announcement was made, that these two women right here, they have a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder to prove that they deserve to possibly in contention for one of those titles. And we are going to see exactly who is able to pick up that win with this newfound motivation. And now Kalani Jordan here, a unique roll-up here by the Standout here on the Juggernaut, but Jordynne Grace able to get the shoulder up. So far, so good for Kalani Jordan in this one. Wait a minute, spoke too soon. Jordan sends her to the corner and a big shoulder check. Well, we spoke too soon, and that might have cost Kalani Jordan. Wait a minute here. Look at Jordynne Grace. What the hell was that? A phenomenal combination of maneuvers as she pulled Kalani Jordan out of the corner. And now Jordynne Grace, oh my God, a bit of a gut buster right there. And down goes Kalani Jordan. Kalani having to roll to the outside to get a little bit of a breather, but Jordynne Grace not going to allow it and takes her down with the double axe handle. Here comes the Juggernaut, fighting her way back into the matchup. Jordynne Grace now has a hold of Kalani Jordan, and once again a big slam on the outside. Jordynne Grace starting to build the momentum back and starting to take control of this match. It's not looking too good for the standout at this point in time. And now Jordynne Grace has Kalani on her shoulders, and now, oh my God! Drops down with Kalani Jordan over her shoulder. Kalani's in trouble here, but she got the shoulder up. There is still a lot of fight left in the standout. Jordynne Grace now has a hold of Kalani Jordan, looking for the gut wrench, and she's got it. Rolls over Kalani, and oh my God, double axe handle by Jordynne Grace. Both of these women doing whatever they can to win this matchup here tonight. With Saturday night's main event looming, they want to be in the marquee. They want to have a chance to fight for one of those championships on the line. They want to make the trip to Philadelphia, and a win here tonight for either of these women could certainly put themselves in the conversation. You got to think if Kalani Jordan picks up another win here tonight, starting off 3-0 in her tenure here on SmackDown, it should be no question that she deserves that spot. There's a standing Spanish fly. But Jordynne Grace is not going to let this one go easily. Now Kalani Jordan sends Jordynne Grace to the corner. Now has her up on the top rope. No, never mind. She was looking for some. Jordynne Grace not going to allow it. Big strikes here by Jordynne Grace, trying to keep Kalani at bay, and the big chop downs her. Kalani now getting back to her feet, but she's a little dazed. Here is Jordynne Grace now with the driver. Has the cover, has the leg hook. Kalani's in trouble, but she powers out with the shoulder at 2. And now Jordynne Grace looking for another finishing touch here. What's she looking to do here? Has a hold of Kalani Jordan. And now, oh my God! A vertebreaker variation by the Juggernaut. And now Jordynne Grace looking for the Boston Crab, and she's got it locked in. She's got it locked in deep. Kalani Jordan's in trouble. She is nowhere near a rope, and she has not been able to move out of this position. Kalani, though, able to fight out almost immediately. Jordynne Grace now in trouble as Kalani looks to fight her way back into this matchup. Jordynne Grace sent to the outside. Now Kalani hops up on the top rope. Oh, a swanton bomb to the outside by the standout. The WWE Universe here in Charlottesville on their feet, and as they should be, because these two ladies are providing such a phenomenal contest. I don't know what happened off the barricade there. Kalani Jordan miscalculating, and that allows Jordynne Grace to fight her way back into the match. Jordynne Grace trying to go for something. Kalani not allowing to let her get the full grip. And now Kalani Jordan, look at the power. We know that Jordynne Grace has the strength advantage, but that doesn't mean that Kalani Jordan is a slouch when it comes to physical strength. Sends Jordynne Grace to the corner, does Kalani Jordan. Now back to the top rope. What is Kalani looking to do here? Kalani now with a Frankensteiner. And now Kalani Jordan heads to the top rope once again, looking for the frog splash, and what a beautiful frog splash it was. But unfortunately for the standout, it will not defeat the Juggernaut here tonight. Kalani Jordan thought she had the matchup won right there, but she cannot lose focus. She has got to continue the assault. And now, oh, big kick sends Jordan to the outside. Kalani Jordan takes her down with a Hurricane Rana. Kalani Jordan fired up, trying to get the WWE Universe behind her. The WWE Universe has taken a quick liking to the standout, has taken a quick liking to Kalani Jordan. And she is using that energy to possibly pull off the big win here tonight. Now Kalani sending Jordan to the corner. No, possibly looking for that split-legged moonsault. It's not going to go. Jordan Grace with the big strikes. Take to the gut. Wait a minute. Jordan, juggernaut driver. Has Kalani Jordan folded up like an accordion, but it's not enough. Oh my goodness. Kalani Jordan kicking out of the juggernaut driver, and Jordan Grace does not know what to do with herself. Oh my goodness, wheelbarrow kick there. Spinning heel kick by Kalani Jordan. And now Kalani looking to set up Jordan Grace once again. Big forearm. She's in position for that split-legged moonsault. The standout is going to be 3-0 on SmackDown. No, she's not. Both women hitting their best shots, and at the end of the day, this matchup is still continuing. We have not heard a bell. And now, both men and women stand in the middle of the squared circle. Going back and forth. What a contest this has been. Who's going to get the upper hand in this one? In the middle of the John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia Cavaliers. Nobody's missed a beat. Big punch there by Kalani. And now we start the hockey fight. Who's going to get the upper hand? Jordan Grace has more left in the tank. Jordan now. Another driver. But she's not done. Jordan Grace not going for the pin because she wants a second juggernaut driver. Jordan Grace picks up the huge win here tonight. A hard-fought battle for Kalani Jordan, unfortunately not successful, and they shake hands. What a contest, and what great sportsmanship shown between those two ladies. Wait a minute. Well, unfortunately, I apologize to cut away from that sweet moment in that huge victory for the Juggernaut, but Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre have found each other backstage, and now they're going at it. As we said, the issues between Balor, Rhodes, and McIntyre have been documented very, very well. And now, as you can see, Drew McIntyre has found Cody Rhodes backstage, and he is getting his pound of flesh on the American Nightmare. Well, we all know Drew McIntyre says he will do anything it takes to keep Cody Rhodes away from the Undisputed WWE Championship, and this just might help with the powerbomb through the damn table. Well, Cody's already had a match, and now this. We've got to get some help back there for the American Nightmare as the Scottish Warrior flees the scene. Well, as we move on here, ladies and gentlemen, we take another look back at last week. One half of the tag team champions, Tommaso Ciampa, would unexpectedly hit the ring, and he would give the message saying that everybody needs to get off of him and Johnny Gargano's back about the way they won the tag team championship tournament. Of course, Nathan Frazier was not willing to give that amount of respect to Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, especially after the way him and Axiom were screwed in the semifinals. And then that led to an expected one-on-one matchup between Tommaso Ciampa and Nathan Frazier. And as you can see in the closing moments here, Tommaso Ciampa arguing with the official, which allowed the opening of the door for Nathan Frazier to secure a huge victory over one half of the tag team champions. And as you can see, tonight we have the other halves of the equation going one-on-one. Fraxium is looking to give DIY a taste of their own medicine, a little bit of comeuppance for the tag team champions. Last week it was Nathan Frazier defeating Tommaso Ciampa. Can Axiom pull off the same thing against Johnny Gargano? Fraxium, they want the WWE Tag Team Championships. And with Nathan Frazier picking up the victory last week, and if Axiom can somehow defeat Johnny Gargano here tonight, they could be next in line for the gold. But of course, it is easier said than done when these two men are on the same page. Johnny Gargano was not able to aid Tommaso Ciampa last week because he was helping out Candice LeRae in the trainer's room, or at least that's what they say. But the WWE Tag Team Champions are in the building, and Johnny Gargano looks to defend his crown. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a little bit of a reminder of what DIY has been up to and why Fraxium is looking to give DIY a little bit of comeuppance, it was the Friday just before Backlash, ladies and gentlemen, when DIY would take on Fraxium in the semifinals of the WWE Tag Team Championship tournament. Of course, that is when DIY would start exposing the turnbuckles. They would expose the turnbuckles, and Axiom's face was smashed over that turnbuckle, and that is what helped DIY secure the victory. And then they would do the same thing at Backlash to secure the championships against the Street Profits. That is why everybody has just been all over Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And frankly, DIY doesn't know why. They said they are just doing whatever they have to do to win. And if everybody else was in their position, they would have did the same thing. I don't know about that one, but regardless, they are your WWE Tag Team Champions, and Fraxium is looking to undo that wrong. At least it's a wrong in their eyes. As you can see right now, Fraxium has Johnny Gargano spun for a loop at the moment to begin this matchup. Of course, Johnny Gargano, very decorated in his career here in WWE. First ever NXT Triple Crown champion, three-time North American champion, of course, winning the NXT championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match, an epic 2 out of 3 falls match at TakeOver New York years ago against Adam Cole. Then, of course, a former NXT Tag Team Champion with his best friend and current Tag Team Championship partner in Tommaso Ciampa. Now Fraxium has a hold of Gargano. Gargano, though, sends him to the outside. And you can see Tommaso Ciampa, this is what DIY has been doing. They've been using that exposed turnbuckle, and now Tommaso putting his hands on Axiom, sending him right to Gargano. These dudes will take any shortcut they can to secure a victory. And they could care less what you think about it. In their eyes, they're doing what they have to do to provide and to win these matchups and to hold on to the tag team titles. There's a kick out by Axiom at 2. Nathan Frazier, of course, out here to help even the odds against the tag team champions. Sends Axiom into the corner, does Gargano. Now Gargano with a snapmare, and Gargano sizing up Axiom, and there's that big kick to the back of the head. And now Gargano has a hold of Axiom and now looking to slow down Axiom here. Trying to take out the leg there of Axiom. And now Gargano, what's he looking to do? Big strike there by Gargano. And now Gargano, one final beat off the apron. Oh my God, that could be the end of Axiom right there. Big one final beat by Gargano. And one half of the tag team champions has full control of the match. Gargano now on the apron. What's he looking to do here? Shoulder check by Johnny. And now the regular one final beat. One final beat by Gargano. Falls into the lateral press. But Axiom able to power the shoulder up. Gargano can't believe it. He thought he had the matchup won right there. But clearly there is still more work to be done for the whole shebang. Johnny wrestling right now is in full control, and all Nathan Frazier can do is look on. Gargano now talking a little bit of trash on that second buckle, but Axiom throws him off. Johnny Gargano took a little bit too much time to gloat. Here comes Axiom now, starting to fight his way back into the match. Gargano now off the ropes. There's the drop down, followed by the leapfrog. Axiom with a German suplex. And Axiom starting to find the momentum that he needs. Off the ropes with the springboard crossbody. And all Tommaso Ciampa can do at the moment. Wait a minute. You got to throw Tommaso out of here at this point. He's been trying to get himself involved all match, putting his hands on Axiom for the second time, and Johnny Gargano takes him down with a super kick. This is getting ridiculous. Now Gargano, just like that, back in control. And oh dear, this is not where Axiom wants to be. Another super kick. Gargano looking to win this one for DIY and put to bed any chances for Axiom to get a tag team championship opportunity. And now wait a minute, Axiom catching Gargano lacking here. Has the cover on the roll-up, and Gargano got the shoulder up. And now Axiom drop kick. Down goes the whole shebang. Johnny wrestling is not looking good. Now Axiom has Gargano on the ropes here, and he tosses him to the outside right next to Tommaso Ciampa. And now here comes Axiom flying through the air, flying through the ropes with the kick. And now taunting Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa looks a little bit frustrated, looking a little bit furious here. Oh, come on now, referee, you see him putting his hands on Axiom. Get this guy out of here and get him out of here now. Crucifix here by Gargano. And Johnny not able to win the matchup right there. Something's got to be done about Tommaso Ciampa. Roll through into the super kick by Gargano. And this could be spelling the end for Axiom's tag team championship hopes. Gargano now has Axiom in the middle of the ring with a Gargano escape. The Gargano escape is locked in by Johnny Gargano. And this might be all she wrote. He's got it locked in, and he's got it locked in good. Tommaso Ciampa and Nathan Frazier look on at ringside. Referee checking with Axiom, trying to make sure if he wants to give up or not. Axiom's been in this hole for a very long time. If he doesn't tap out or he doesn't break out, he might damn near pass out of this. Gargano's got it locked in. Axiom might be starting to fade. Nathan Frazier trying to will on his good friend, his amigo, and Axiom is able to fight out of the Gargano escape. And now, oh, there's a big punch there. And now Axiom looking to go to the top. What is the game plan? Big frog splash by Axiom. Into the cover, hooking the leg of Johnny Gargano. And oh, Gargano, how close was that? Axiom thought he had it. And now Gargano rolling to the outside. And oh, come on now, referee, he is right in front of you. This referee is not doing a damn thing about Tommaso Ciampa. And now Gargano goes around the world, around the ring, and takes down Axiom. Oh, wait a minute here, Gargano, look at this. We talked about it earlier, how DIY continue to use those turnbuckles to their advantage. Well, the referee, he's going to take care of that one. But that opens the door for Gargano to take off another one. Oh, no, this is not good. Wait a minute, Axiom with a big reversal. And wait a minute. Oh, it sends Gargano into it. A taste of DIY's own medicine. That is what they get. Big knee strike there by Axiom. And now wait a minute here. Tommaso Ciampa knows Gargano is in trouble after going into the turnbuckle. And now he is distracting Axiom here. Gargano tried to take advantage. Axiom not going to allow it. There's a super kick by Axiom. To the top rope now. Here goes Axiom. Frog splash to Gargano again. Ever since hitting that exposed turnbuckle, Gargano has been all out of sorts. Axiom with the golden ratio to Johnny Gargano. And Axiom has pinned one half of the tag team champions. You reap what you sow, and karma is a you-know-what. Gargano tried to use the trick that DIY pulled in the Tag Team Championship tournament. But Fraxium had it scouted, and Axiom was able to give Gargano a taste of his own medicine as Gargano ate the steel of the turnbuckle. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, both Nathan Frazier and Axiom own pinfall victories over the Tag Team Champions. DIY, I don't know if they know what just hit them, but that is 2 straight losses for the Tag Team Champions. And with Fraxium, both men getting pinfall victories over the champs, you gotta think they're next in line for the tag team titles. We talked about it earlier tonight, but Saturday night's main event, live in Philadelphia in the Xfinity Mobile Arena, 2 weeks after the Battleground Premium Live event, where the women's tag team, women's intercontinental, and women's United States championships are on the line. And speaking of Battleground, let's take a look back at last week. It was when Bianca Belair defeated Candice LeRae, and really, Bianca Belair has been in a back and forth as of late with her now former friend in Jade Cargill. Bianca Belair would pick up the win over Candice last week, but it is what happened after the match that has people talking, and really what's been going on over the past few weeks between these former friends. Jade Cargill making her presence known, and Bianca Belair has been wanting to get her hands on Jade, especially after Backlash when she cost her the title. And unfortunately for Jade, or maybe fortunately, but for Bianca Belair, she gets her chance in Fort Worth at the Battleground Premium Live event. This relationship is no more. This friendship done. And now Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will meet one-on-one in the middle of that 20x20 box at Battleground. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are not the only ones that have a date set for Fort Worth. This man right here, Sami Zayn, has the opportunity of a lifetime at Battleground. Sami Zayn has the opportunity that many professional wrestlers would die for. he has the opportunity to become the undisputed WWE Champion if he can defeat the champion, the Viper, Randy Orton. Of course, Randy Orton threw out the challenge to Sami Zayn as a favor to his good friend, saying that obviously this is the one championship that Sami has never been able to capture. And Sami Zayn, at the beginning of it, he was a little bit reluctant to accept the challenge. But at the end of the day, championship opportunities, if they fall out of the sky, you just got to catch them and run with it. And that is exactly what Sami Zayn did, accepting the challenge. And now in Fort Worth at the Battleground Premium Live event, Sami Zayn has the opportunity to finally capture the one championship in his career here in WWE that has eluded him all these years. It is going to be a battle between good friends. The war lines have been drawn, and the undisputed WWE Championship is on the line. The champion, Randy Orton, the challenger, Sami Zayn. Is Sami Zayn finally ready to call himself a WWE World Champion? Oh no, what does this idiot want? Well, Sami Zayn was out here expressing his feelings about his upcoming undisputed WWE Championship matchup against Randy Orton, saying he has to bring his A game and that he will finally become WWE Champion. But now this buffoon, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, is here interrupting Sami Zayn. Of course, Dominic Mysterio, a member of the Judgment Day. We all know Sami Zayn and the rest of the SmackDown locker room have been involved in this war of power, the struggle for power against the Judgment Day. And Dominic Mysterio, I guess, coming out here to provide his 2 cents on the situation, even though he has no business involved with the WWE title. Well, regardless, Dominic Mysterio is here, and unfortunately, we're going to have to listen to what he has to say. Oh my God, well, I think that final comment from Sami Zayn might have just pushed Dirty Dominic Mysterio over the edge, and now the brawl is on here in Charlottesville. Dominic Mysterio coming out here basically telling Sami Zayn that you don't deserve the WWE Championship matchup at Battleground. That should have belonged to the Judgment Day. But Sami Zayn was not having any time for Dominic Mysterio's games. And with that final comment about Finn Balor, that just sent Dirty Dom over the edge. And now Dominic Mysterio and Sami Zayn brawling in the middle of the squared circle. Dominic Mysterio coming out here to try to get into the head of Sami Zayn, trying to psych Sami Zayn out. But as you can see right here, it is now just gone out of the window, and an all-out brawl has broken out here tonight. We talked about the power struggle for the SmackDown locker room against the Judgment Day, and this is just yet another chapter in that saga. Sami Zayn trying to fight back here against Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Off the ropes goes Dom. Sami Zayn with a big kick. Down goes Dirty Dom. Sami Zayn now looking to possibly take out the trash. Haluva kick. The #1 contender for the Undisputed WWE Championship standing on his feet. And now finally gets that buffoon out of here. Well, there was no reason for Dominic to be here anyway, so I guess he got what he got. Oh, wait a minute here. Well, JD McDonough enters the ring and throws that chair right at the face of Sami Zayn. And now here comes the ambush, the numbers game of the Judgment Day. Of course, you remember that same night that Randy Orton challenged Sami Zayn at Battleground. Earlier that night, Sami Zayn defeated JD McDonough in singles action to kick off that show. And now JD McDonough looking for a measure of payback here with Devil Inside. Unbelievable, the Judgment Day once again spoiling the party. And I don't think JD McDonough's done. Another headbutt, possibly looking for a second. Devil's Inside this time. Sami Zayn landing on that damn steel chair. And now Dominic back on his feet. They've got another chair. The official trying to plead with JD. Why the hell are you even thinking of hitting her with that? Now wait a minute, the WWE Champion! The champion, Randy Orton, is here! And he clears the ring of the Judgment Day, saving his Battleground opponent and his good friend in Sami Zayn. Well, the Judgment Day leaving their stain here on SmackDown here tonight, but still to come here in our main event. The United States Champion Carmelo Hayes goes one-on-one with an old rival and an old friend in Trick Williams. That is coming up later tonight in our main event. But coming up in just a few short moments, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful madness Giulia must now reap the consequences of getting herself involved in Judgment Day business, as Giulia goes one-on-one with an old rival of hers in the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. And here comes the Judgment Day, at least the ladies of the group.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
The Prodigy is backed up here tonight by Raquel Rodriguez and the WWE Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. Of course, Liv Morgan, as we know, will defend the WWE Women's title at Battleground against Lyra Valkyria. And Lyra and Liv last week were going back and forth with a battle of words until it broke out into an all-out brawl. And that is when we would see Roxanne Perez make her way to the ring to help out her mentor. And then, of course, as the Judgment Day was about to take out Lyra, we would see the beautiful madness Giulia come out and even the odds And Roxanne wants to defend the honor of the Judgment Day here tonight against an old rival of hers and a woman that has tried to get herself involved in Judgment Day business. The beautiful Madness is not going to stand and let the Judgment Day have their way here on the blue brand, as she has finally inserted herself in this struggle of power against the big bad group. And as you can see, Giulia also has herself a form of backup in the challenger for the Women's Championship in Lyra Valkyria. Of course, Lyra Valkyria will get the first crack at Liv Morgan, but Giulia has also come out publicly, and said that she also has her sights on the WWE Women's Championship. It was the SmackDown just before Backlash when Bianca Belair was backstage. Giulia would basically tell her, look, good luck to you both, but I don't care who walks out with the WWE Women's title. At some point, you will have to deal with me. And I guess that point has arrived here tonight, as Giulia has inserted herself in Judgment Day business, and Liv Morgan wanted her dealt with, and Roxanne Perez is stepping up here tonight. As here we go, Giulia and Roxanne Perez look to lock it up once again. These two have had many battles down in NXT for the NXT Women's Championship, and this rivalry is renewed here tonight. Roxanne Perez telling Giulia to throw, and she exactly did do that. As out of the gate, we got these two women going back and forth. Giulia and Roxanne, these two women know each other very, very well. Of course, when they first both came to Raw and SmackDown, they started, kind of teaming up a little bit. They started kind of teaming up a little bit, trying to take out anybody they could. And oh my goodness, big strike there by Giulia. But now, obviously, that little bit of an alliance, that little bit of friendship that was starting to bloom is out of the window for these two. And it is right back to the same rivalry they had down in NXT for the top prize. As you can see, Liv Morgan and Raquel looking on intently as Roxanne Perez tries to get herself back into this match, but Giulia right now in firm control. Lyra Valkyria also on the other side of the ring here is watching very, very closely. And now, oh my goodness, a shoulder breaker there by Giulia. As you can see, the women's champion trying to take off that turnbuckle pattern early on in this matchup. Now, referee Dallas Irvin, we saw him earlier tonight, and he's back here for this contest. And now Roxanne off the ropes. Oh my goodness, up into the headbutt. And right now, Giulia is looking to make quick work. Oh, wait a minute. Well, the women's champion, Liv Morgan, grabbing the ankle of Giulia, and that opened the door for Roxanne Perez to get herself back into the match. And now here's Roxanne with the arm tracked suplex, as Giulia lands right on that arm. And now the Prodigy, slowly but surely getting herself back in the match. Off the ropes goes Giulia, and there's the Luthez press by Roxanne Perez. Kick to the gut now by Roxanne. And a stand, oh my goodness, a standing corkscrew moonsault there by Roxanne. Of course, very talented and very wise for her age is Miss Perez. That is why they call her the Prodigy. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, this woman is a future WrestleMania main eventer, a future world champion. And it is only a matter of time before she gets her way and she gets everything that she wants. And she's arguing right now with Lyra Valkyria. You had to think that Liv Morgan gave her some type of pep talk before she came out here. Or maybe Lyra was the one that initiated it. Meanwhile, we have a cover here by Giulia kickout. And my apologies, I meant to say maybe Roxanne was the one that initiated it. There's a big super kick by Roxanne Perez. And now Roxanne, a big back suplex. course, as we were saying, Roxanne Perez, whenever she wants it, whenever she fully decides she wants everything, she has the talent and the knowledge to be able to get it. And I believe that is why she possibly sided herself with a group like the Judgment Day, a group with a lot of championship pedigree. As we know, Liv Morgan, the WWE Women's Champion right now. She is also a former Women's World Champion, a multi-time Tag Team Champion. Same thing with Raquel Rodriguez, multi-time Tag Team Champion, a former NXT Women's Champion. Finn Balor has won multiple titles. JD McDonough, not as many titles in his time here in WWE, but there are still titles. And then Dominic Mysterio also has some championship pedigree. Everybody in this group at some point has held championship gold. Wait a minute, Liv Morgan sliding in that damn baseball bat. I don't think that's going to be used. Dallas Irvin is not even going to give it a chance to be used. But Roxanne Perez right now in firm control of the beautiful madness. Giulia sent to the corner. And now Roxanne Perez with a running uppercut. Down goes Giulia. Into the cover goes Roxanne Perez here. And there's a kick out. Roxanne Perez can't get too frustrated. She knows more than anybody how difficult it is to take down the beautiful madness. She continues to wear her down by the second. And now running double axe handle there. What is the next move here for Roxanne? As she looks at what she is given. Has a hold of Giulia, is going to bring her over to the other side to the ropes here. And now, wait a minute, Roxanne sent over the rope by Giulia. Took just a bit too much time there. And now Giulia jumping off the apron with that big strike. Much to the chagrin of Raquel Rodriguez and the WWE Women's Champion Liv Morgan. And now Giulia trying to fight her way back into this matchup. After the big kick, she's got the cover here on Roxanne Perez. Roxanne, though, able to get the shoulder up. Lyra Valkyria cheering on her new ally in Giulia, as right now Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan beside themselves at ringside. Hoping that Roxanne Perez can fight her way back into the match. And now Roxanne sent to the outside. And now Giulia, she's going to head to the top rope. Roxanne Perez down, now slowly starting to get back to her feet. Roxanne's in deep trouble. Giulia, oh my goodness, a shotgun missile drop kick. And Giulia right now in firm control, soaking in the cheers of the WWE Universe here in Charlottesville in the John Paul Jones Arena. And now Giulia will roll over Roxanne, hooking the leg. Will this do it after that big drop kick? No. Defiant as ever is the Prodigy. As you can see, Liv Morgan staring daggers into Giulia, because she knows at some point Giulia wants her WWE Women's Championship. But Roxanne Perez here tonight is trying to not allow Giulia to even have a second thought. Trying to make sure Giulia does not get one step closer to the gold. Big kick to the gut by Roxanne Perez, and follows it up with a drop kick of her own. She's going to fall into the cover with a lateral press. Will this do it for the beautiful madness? No, it won't. And yet another classic going on between these two women. Like we said, they know each other very, very well. Now, wait a minute here. Roxanne Perez on the top rope. And here comes Roxanne with a Frankensteiner. And now the Prodigy calling Giulia to her feet now. Roxanne possibly looking for the end with a little bit of pop rocks. Pop rocks by Roxanne Perez. Middle of the squared circle, but Giulia got the shoulder up. Roxanne can't believe it. Liv Morgan can't believe it. Raquel can't believe it. Now Roxanne arguing with referee Dallas Irvin. And Liv Morgan also giving her 2 cents. You can't really hear her, but knowing Liv Morgan, you know that she's pretty loud right now. Oh my God! A big punch out of nowhere by Giulia. And now she's got Roxanne up and takes her down with a driver. But unfortunately for Giulia and Lyra Valkyria, it is not enough to take down the Prodigy. And now, wait a minute, now Liv Morgan once again distracting the beautiful Madness. And wait a minute here. Roxanne Perez taking off that turnbuckle padding. She's looking to use that to her advantage here. Roxanne, wait a minute. Well, that just messed up the entire plan with referee Dallas Irvin seeing it immediately. The plan has backfired for the Judgment Day. Oh my goodness, Roxanne took a little bit too much time. And now Giulia has Roxanne on the top rope now. What is the beautiful Madness looking to do? Has her hooked, oh my God! Another driver, an avalanche driver by Giulia off the top. And now Giulia looks for the finishing touches with that Northern Lights bomb. Stacking up Roxanne Perez. Giulia is victorious here tonight. And much to the chagrin of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Giulia has gotten herself involved in Judgment Day business, and I don't think she cares. Anything that gets her closer to that WWE Women's title, she is willing to do. And she also helps even the odds in the struggle of power against the group in black and white. The Judgment Day may be starting to lose their grasp of power over the blue brand. That is yet another setback recently for the group in black and white. Lyra Valkyria's got a date with Liv Morgan at Battleground. That could be the nail in the coffin. But as of right now, the Judgment Day got to go back and regroup because the beautiful Madness just spoiled their plans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time for battle is nearly here. The battle lines have been drawn, and the Battleground Premium Live event looks to take center stage in Fort Worth, Texas, live in the Dickies Arena. And the battle lines for the Intercontinental Championship have become very personal as of late. Solo Sikoa believes Seth Rollins, the champion, is at fault for why his family isn't eating. And Seth Rollins says that Solo should look in the mirror. Now these two will battle it out one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship live in the Dickies Arena. And this personal vendetta between these three gentlemen has just reached its boiling point, and WWE officials believe it is time to hopefully finally settle it. Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre meet each other at Battleground in a triple threat match. And of course, this matchup was announced earlier tonight, but Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, this relationship, this friendship, it's dead. It's over. And now we will see these two battle it out one-on-one in Fort Worth. This is a matchup that everybody has been waiting for, and it seems like we are finally going to get it. The WWE Women's Championship is on the line as the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan, much to the chagrin of herself, must defend the gold against a woman that looks to be the main reason for the Judgment Day's downfall here on SmackDown. Liv Morgan defends the gold against Lyra Valkyria. And also coming up in Fort Worth, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Gunther did not want to give LA Knight this matchup, but unfortunately for the Ring General, he must defend the gold against the Megastar. These two will be a part of Pick Your Poison on Raw, but at Battleground, Knight, Gunther for the world title. And then, of course, the undisputed WWE Championship is on the line. Sami Zayn talked about it earlier tonight. He must bring his A game against the champion, against the Viper, Randy Orton. This was a favor that Randy gave Sami, and Sami is not looking to let this one go unaccomplished. But also coming up next week here on SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Battleground. After picking up a couple of singles victories over the tag team champions, Fraxium now has their opportunity. WWE Tag Team Championships on the line as Fraxium challenge Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa of DIY. And also coming up next week, after what transpired earlier tonight, Randy Orton and Sami Zayn just days before, hours before they face each other at Battleground, will team up to take on Dirty Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day. All that and more going on the final SmackDown before Battleground. Wait a minute. Well, that is the culling Shawn Spears coming up to Aleister Black. And they're talking about something. Well, I don't know what's going on right here. Seems like they came to an agreement as well. Well, that could be some sort of dangerous alliance brewing, but we must move on from that as it is main event time. It is main event time here in Charlottesville, Virginia. And this man right here believes he belongs in the main event every single night. Trick Williams is in the building. And he is looking to put a beat down on the United States champion, his old friend, Carmelo Hayes. Of course, Trick Williams challenged Melo to this matchup last week, and Melo happily obliged, and now we will see these two go one-on-one. Of course, as we know, Trick Williams has been involved in a little bit of a rivalry with Damian Priest. Of course, the night after Backlash, Carmelo Hayes wanted a matchup. We would see Damian Priest firstly come out to accept the challenge, and that is when we would see Trick Williams ambush the punishment and put him through a table. We have not seen Damian Priest since. He was out last week. I don't think he's in the building this week. But tonight, Trick cannot worry about Priest. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the man that they call him. The WWE United States Champion Carmelo Hayes is in the building. And he is looking to be a fighting champion here tonight as he goes one-on-one with the man that knows him all too well in Trick Williams. These two spent most of their time down in NXT side by side, running NXT as Trick Melo Gang. But now times have changed, and clearly they have gone their separate ways, and they have had their own separate success, and it makes them meet here again tonight. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, one-on-one in the main event. Referee Jessica Carr gets us underway. And Trick and Melo are ready for this one. The WWE Universe is also ready for this one. What is about to transpire in this main event as these two gentlemen go face to face? There's a big fight feel in this one. Oh my goodness, a big pump kick out of the gate by Carmelo Hayes, catching Trick Williams off guard. Well, I guess Trick thought they were going to lock up, but clearly Carmelo Hayes had other plans, and Trick Williams able to happily oblige to the quick start with a scissors kick. And now Trick Willie is in control over his good friend Carmelo Hayes. Of course, Trick Williams does own a couple of victories over Carmelo Hayes, and you got to remember that Melo possibly has not forgotten about that. Looking to get a little bit of payback for those victories that Trick Williams holds over him. Melo, though, fighting out of the powerbomb position here. And now going right back at Trick Willie. Williams sent to the corner. Hayes into the corner with a clothesline. This has been a very fast start to this contest here tonight. Carmelo Hayes hyping himself up as he always does. Trick Williams back to his feet. Melo with a crossbody off the second rope. But unfortunately for Melo, that is not going to do it. It's very early on in the matchup. Trick Williams still with a lot of energy left in the tank. Here comes Carmelo Hayes now, raining down the strikes. And now tries to send Trick to the corner, but reverse this time. And now Trick Williams with a big strike. Followed up with a drop kick down to the floor. Goes the United States champion. And now Trick Williams to the outside, getting a running start with a jumping clothesline. Down goes the champion. And Trick Willie right now standing tall. Now sends Melo back in the middle of the ring. Trick Williams will get back in. So far, these two men feeling each other out, even though they know each other very well, as they have said and as I have said all night. They still have a little bit of a feeling out process to see which version of each other that they're going to get here tonight. Right now, Trick Williams has Carmelo Hayes down. He has Carmelo Hayes kind of out of it right now. Now off the ropes once again. Oh, there's a nice neck breaker by Trick Willie. Trick falling into the cover on Melo here, but Melo got the shoulder up. Trick Williams, what is he gonna do? Has Carmelo Hayes up on his shoulders now. And now possibly looking for a little bit of snake eyes on the corner, and he gets it. Melo is seated in the corner, and now Trick Williams trying to stomp out Melo. Oh, he gets at least one good one right there. Melo is down. Trick Williams in control. This is going exactly how Trick Williams wanted here tonight. And look at the deadlift German by Williams. We all know Trick Williams as confident as they come, as you can see here tonight, all over Carmelo Hayes. Doing exactly what he wants. Oh my God, what an uppercut. You can see Trick hold that pose right there. Trick is definitely a bit of a showman, and he is showing it here tonight, but he is also getting done what needs to be done in the middle of the ring. I say, when you do as well as Trick Williams is doing right now in the ring, you can be as arrogant as you want, because you can back it up. Now has Melo on the ropes. What is the game plan for Trick Williams? Big punches to the gut here. And off the ropes goes Melo. And oh my goodness, that lariat nearly took Carmelo Hayes' head off. Still not enough though. A kick out by Carmelo Hayes at 2. And now Melo smartly rolling to the outside, trying to gain a little bit of a breather from Trick Williams. But what he doesn't know, that Trick went out on the other side. And Trick Williams catching Melo off guard here with a couple of strikes. Wait a minute, Melo ducked that one. Carmelo Hayes with a big punch. And another one from Melo, starting to fight his way back into the match. There's a big knee. Big knee strike by Carmelo Hayes. And now Melo off the ropes takes down Trick Williams. And Carmelo Hayes now starting to fight his way back into the matchup. Melo's got a hold of Trick, sends him back into the ring as referee Jessica Carr continues her count. And now Melo and Trick staring off. Melo telling Trick to bring it here, but he suckered him in. Oh, a leg drop to the back of the head. Leg drop to the back of the head of Trick Williams. Trick Williams got suckered in by Melo, and now Melo with the springboard clothesline. Carmelo Hayes will fall into the cover, hooking the leg of Trick Williams. Trick able to kick out. Now Carmelo Hayes now starting to rain down the strikes of his own, fighting his way back into the matchup, is the United States champion. Oh, big elbow there by Trick in the corner, fighting off Melo. Another one. Oh, there's an STO right there by Trick. And now a big elbow drop down onto the champion. Trick Williams now looking to gain the momentum and control this contest back, sending Melo into the corner, now putting him on the top rope. And now Trick Williams, what is this? An arm drag off the top. Now Trick calling Carmelo Hayes to his feet. And now Trick Williams with a bookend. The bookend by Trick Williams. And Carmelo Hayes able to get the shoulder up. When Trick Williams taking that inspiration there from Uncle Booker T, that's what he calls him, Uncle Book. But that was not able to put away the United States champion here tonight. There's a suplex there by Trick Williams. He's going to have to break down the United States champion just a tad bit more. Trick on the second rope, talking his trash as he does. Melo gets to his feet, missing the double axe handle. And now Carmelo Hayes with a float over into the DDT. And now Melo calling Trick Williams to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Carmelo Hayes with Dirty Diana. Floats him over, hooking the leg of Trick Williams. Jessica Carr, perfect position. Trick, however, still has fight. Carmelo Hayes stalking Trick Williams, trying to make sure Trick does not get back into the match. He's got a hold of Trick and decides to go the other way with this one. What is the plan for Carmelo Hayes? Reversal by Trick Williams with a drop down. Melo, oh my goodness, with a handstand. Look at the athleticism of Carmelo Hayes. And now he follows it up with an elbow drop of his own. And now here comes Melo with a springboard moonsault, a lion salt there by the United States champion. Trick Williams gets the shoulder up at 2. There is still fight left in Trick Willie here tonight. What a matchup between these two gentlemen in the main event. And now Carmelo Hayes is going to send Trick Williams to the outside. Melo might be looking to fly. Takes out his good old friend in Trick Williams. And Carmelo Hayes right now hyping himself up with the WWE Universe. He's going to get Trick to his feet. He's going to try to send him in the ring. Trick Williams, though, is not going for it. Maybe Melo's going to try. Oh, never mind. He doesn't try again. This time, face first, off the apron goes Trick Williams. What is Carmelo Hayes looking to? Oh, wait a minute. He might be looking to fly again. Carmelo Hayes might be looking to put caution to the wind once again. Over the top with a crossbody. Trick Williams is down. Carmelo Hayes in full control. Sends Trick back into the middle of the ring. And now Melo going to the top rope. Melo might be looking for the biggest shot of the night here. Carmelo Hayes, nothing but net. That could do it. Trick Williams down and out. Melo with the hook of the leg. Trick Williams able to fight the shoulder up. How close was that, ladies and gentlemen? Trick Williams still with all the fight left in him. And now sends Melo to the corner, following up with a clothesline. Trick Williams surviving right there. And now off the ropes. Oh, running into Jessica Carr by accident. Off the ropes once again to the drop down. They both run into each other. And now, there's a jumping clothesline. And now Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes getting up to his feet. Trick shot! Trick shot out of nowhere by Trick Willie. Carmelo Hayes is down to pin the United States champion. It's not going to happen here. Almost pinned the United States champion, did Trick Williams. But at the end of the day, there is still fight left in Carmelo Hayes. And now Trick just sending Melo to the outside. Trick trying to figure out just what the hell he has to do. He knows how good. Oh boy. Trick Williams setting his sights on the damn announce table. What is he going to do here? And now Trick Williams puts Carmelo Hayes right up against that announce table. And now they're both getting up there. This is not good. Big strike there by Trick Williams. Now a kick to the gut. What is Trick looking to do here? Oh my God, plants Mello on the announce table at DDT. And that could possibly be all she wrote for Carmelo Hayes, the United States champion. He's got no idea where he is right now. And Trick Williams getting in position possibly for a second trick shot of the matchup here tonight. Wait a minute. That is the music of Damian Priest, and he is here in Charlottesville. Damian Priest and Trick Williams, he can't believe it. He's mouthing off to Damian Priest, talking a little bit of trash to the punishment. Damian Priest remembers all too well that Trick Williams took him out. Trick Williams, however, he got distracted and it allowed the opening for Carmelo Hayes. Damian Priest very proud of himself. And now Mello situated in the corner, calling Trick to his feet. Another Dirty Diana. Carmelo Hayes now picking up Trick for the first 48. Damian Priest has just screwed Trick Williams here tonight. Well, I gotta say, I think Trick had it coming. Taking out Damian Priest, putting him through a damn table a couple of weeks ago. And we all knew Damian Priest was not going to just let that slide. And Trick Williams, whether he likes it or not, Damian Priest has just screwed him here tonight. And Carmelo Hayes puts the nail in the coffin of Trick Willie.
Here is your winner,
Well, although he may not have needed it, with a little help from Damian Priest here tonight, Carmelo Hayes gets past the challenge. That is his good old buddy Trick Williams. Wait a minute. Well, I'm getting word, ladies and gentlemen. We just have another match announced for next week after what just transpired moments ago in our main event. It is time for Trick Williams and Damian Priest to finally meet one-on-one in the middle of a squared circle. Trick Williams, Damian Priest next week on the final SmackDown before Battleground. It is going to be a good night next week. What a night it was here tonight in Charlottesville. Good night from the United States Champion, and good night from us here on SmackDown.